Hey everyone! Welcome back to Dr. English Channel with David and Anna. Today's episode is something very special. It's called Speak English Without Fear. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe our channel. It helps us a lot.
Yes, this is such an important topic. So many learners tell us they understand English, they can read and listen well, but when it's time to speak, they freeze.
Exactly. That nervous moment when your brain just shuts down and your mouth forgets what to say, we've all been there. Even native speakers feel it sometimes when speaking in another language.
Totally. I remember when I was learning French, I could read books and understand movies, but when I had to actually speak, I panicked. My heart would race, my voice would shake, and I would think, what if I make a mistake?
Yeah, fear of speaking English is so common, but the truth is that fear can be overcome. And today, we're going to talk deeply about how to do that, why it happens, and what practical things you can do every day to speak confidently and naturally.
Let's start with this question, David. Why are people afraid to speak English?
Good one. I think the biggest reason is fear of judgment. Learners worry that others will laugh at their pronunciation, grammar, or accent.
Yes, exactly. It's that voice inside that says, what if I sound stupid? But what people forget is everyone who learns a new language sounds different at first. That's totally normal.
Absolutely. I always tell my students, you can't speak perfectly before you start speaking. It's like trying to learn how to swim without getting into the water.
That's a great analogy. Fear often comes from perfectionism. People want to speak like a native right away. But confidence doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from practice and acceptance.
Right. So, step one to speaking English without fear is understanding that mistakes are part of the process. Every time you make a mistake, your brain learns something new.
Yes, and actually, when you make mistakes, it shows you're trying. It means you're using English in real life, and that's how you grow.
So, once you accept mistakes, the next step is changing your mindset.
Exactly. You have to move from I'm afraid to make mistakes to I'm excited to learn through mistakes. That shift changes everything.
Let's talk about self talk, that little voice inside your head. If it keeps saying, I can't do this, or my English is bad, it becomes your reality.
Totally. Positive self talk is powerful. Start saying, I'm improving every day. My English is getting better. I can communicate. Even if you don't fully believe it yet, say it anyway.
That's right. Confidence grows from repetition, not from waiting until you're ready.
Yes. And remember, confidence isn't the absence of fear, it's doing it despite the fear.
So true. I remember a student of mine, Rena, from Indonesia. She used to avoid speaking in class. One day she said, I'm too scared to talk. I told her, then let's start small. Say just one sentence. And she did. Slowly, week by week, she started speaking more. 6 months later, she was leading group discussions.
Wow, that's amazing. That's what happens when you take small, consistent steps. You don't need to jump into a speech, you just need to start speaking.
Now, let's go deeper into something very human, being judged.
Yes, people fear that others will laugh or correct them, but honestly, most people don't care as much as you think.
Exactly. When you speak English, people are usually focused on understanding your message, not on judging your grammar.
Right. I've spoken to people whose grammar wasn't perfect, but they spoke with confidence and clarity. And you know what? That's what people remember, the energy, not the errors.
That's so true. Think about it. If you meet someone learning your native language, you don't laugh when they make a small mistake. You appreciate their effort.
Yes, exactly. So imagine that others feel the same about you when you speak English.
So here's something practical. When you catch yourself worrying about what others think, stop and ask, what's the worst that could happen? Usually, it's nothing serious.
Yes, you might make a small grammar mistake. Maybe someone corrects you. Maybe no one even notices. But you still spoke. And that's a win.
Okay, let's talk about how to actually build confidence in speaking. What are some daily habits learners can use?
Great question. I'd say start with speaking to yourself.
Ah, yes, mirror talk.
Exactly. Talk to yourself in English when you're getting ready in the morning. Describe what you're doing. I'm brushing my hair. I'm making coffee. I'm going to work. It trains your mouth to speak English naturally.
I love that. It helps you think in English too. And no pressure. No one's judging you in the mirror.
Exactly. Then move to voice recording. Record your voice and listen back. At first, you might hate how you sound, but keep going. Over time, you'll notice your pronunciation improving.
Yes, and you'll also hear your progress. That's super motivating.
Another idea, find a conversation partner online or in person. Don't aim for perfect grammar, just focus on communication.
Right. The goal isn't to speak correctly, but to speak comfortably.
Yes, and the more you speak, the easier it becomes.
Let's flip fear around for a second. What if fear can actually motivate you?
Ooh, I like that. Fear means you care. It means English matters to you. So instead of running away from it, use that energy to improve.
Yes. Every time you feel nervous before speaking, tell yourself, this is excitement, not fear.
Exactly. The same physical feeling, racing heart, sweaty hands, can mean fear or excitement. It depends on how you label it.
That's so true. So, next time you feel scared before speaking English, smile and say, I'm excited to grow.
That's such a beautiful mindset shift.
Let's make this super practical. What can learners do in real life situations, like meeting foreigners, interviews, or phone calls?
Okay, first, breathe. Slow breathing calms your nerves.
Yes. And second, smile. Smiling relaxes your facial muscles and helps your voice sound warm and confident.
Third, pause. Don't rush. Native speakers pause all the time. A short silence shows confidence.
Exactly. And here's something people forget. Use simple sentences. You don't need fancy vocabulary to sound smart.
Yes, say things like, I think so. I agree. That's interesting. Simple but natural.
And remember, confidence doesn't come before action. It comes after you speak and realize, hey, I survived. That wasn't so bad.
Yes, every conversation builds your confidence muscle.
Let's talk about the people around you because your environment affects your confidence a lot.
Yes, if you're surrounded by people who laugh or criticize your English, it's hard to feel confident.
That's why you should find supportive people, maybe a study group, online community, or teacher who encourages you.
Exactly. Choose people who correct you kindly and motivate you, not those who make you feel small.
Right. And don't compare yourself to others. Everyone learns at a different pace.
Yes, someone might speak more fluently, but maybe you understand grammar better. Everyone has their strengths.
I love that. Focus on your own journey. You're not in a race, you're in progress.
Okay, let's give our listeners a small challenge.
Ooh, yes. Something they can try this week.
Here it is. Speak English for 10 minutes a day, out loud. You can talk to yourself, record a short story, or chat with a friend.
Yes, and don't worry about mistakes. Just speak. After 7 days, you'll already feel more confident.
Exactly. The key is consistency, not perfection.
Before we wrap up, I want to say something to everyone listening.
Go ahead, David.
If you're afraid to speak English, that's okay. It means you care. But remember, confidence doesn't magically appear one day. It grows with action. Every time you speak, you're teaching your brain that it's safe.
Beautifully said, David. And here's my message. English isn't just about words or grammar, it's about connection. It's about expressing yourself and sharing your ideas with the world.
Yes, so don't wait until you're perfect to speak. Speak now. Speak with mistakes, with an accent, with courage.
Because your voice matters, your story matters, and English is just a tool to share it.
Exactly.
So, everyone listening, from today on, promise yourself one thing: I will speak English without fear.
Yes, make that your daily mantra.
All right, that's it for today's episode.
Thank you for listening to Dr. English Channel with David and Anna. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with a friend who needs some confidence too.
And remember, the more you speak, the stronger your confidence becomes.
See you in the next episode. Bye, everyone, and speak English without fear.